All right, welcome everybody. This is Ann Turnbull, Crown Diamond Team Leader for our Maximum Impact team. It's really great to have you all. Nice to be here with all of you. So this training is to help us in how to build our business. And, you know, for me, it's how I've been working over the last weeks and longer, very specifically, and it's working really well. It's everything that we've been learning in the 90-day run, and it kind of puts it all together. So I wanted to go through it with you all because I think that maybe you are not using all of these things very, very well. So let me just share my screen so that we can get started. All right, I wonder which one. Okay. Share my screen and see if this is the right. Yes, it is. Fantastic. Okay, so if you can see my my screen, my slide presentation, just type a yes into the chat. If you can see my slide presentation, type a yes into the chat. You guys are so awesome at keeping yourselves on mute too. You know what? We're getting to be such good Zoom attendees. It's fantastic. All right, beautiful. So this is a training on how to build our business. Thank you very much, everyone, for confirming. I really appreciate it. So this is a training on how to build our business. And what I can promise you is that if you take this seriously, you're really going to have things come together very nicely for you. So here we go. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is our tools. And if you have been to our website and you have checked out the training in the website, maximumimpactcommunity.com, these are our team tools. If you have checked out our training website and our community website, maximumimpactcommunity.com, type a number 1 into the chat. If you've been to the website, you've explored it, type a 1 into the chat. If you have not been to the website before, type a 0 into the chat. So type a 1 if yes, a 0 if no. Okay, so it looks like most of you are pretty familiar with our website. So that's really, really great. I'm happy for that. Oh, great. Okay. Looks like you're all pretty familiar. Fantastic. Now, I want to make sure you're also very familiar with the app. So the Maximum Impact app, if you go to your Google Play Store or your Apple App Store, you just type in Maximum Impact, you're going to find our app there. It will have our Maximum Impact logo, this little circle with the families there that represents our logo of 1 million families, you know, working together to help make impact. So you'll see that little logo, and that's the app, Maximum Impact. Okay, Rosemary, that's great. So you're going to go to maximumimpactcommunity.com after this program and log into the website. If you have the app downloaded and you've explored it already, type a 2 into the chat. If you don't have it downloaded yet, type a 0 into the chat. If you have it downloaded, type a 2 into the chat. So the app is another one of our tools. And basically, it gives you a lot of the same information and content as the website, but it's just a little bit more convenient for those people that are working on their phones. Okay, good. So you can go to Engineer Esther, you're welcome. So for those of you that do not have the app yet, go to your Google Play Store or your Apple App Store and download Maximum Impact. Just look for Maximum Impact and you will find it right there. Okay, but it's going to give you a lot of resources as well. You're going to love it. Okay, so make sure that you get the app. There's no reason that you shouldn't have it. Then the last thing that I want to make sure you all have access to is the Maximum Impact Team board. Okay, so if you've downloaded boards and it's working properly on your keyboard, I want you to type a 3 into the chat, a 3. And if you don't have boards yet, and you don't have it working with your keyboard, I want you to type a 0 into the chat. If you don't have our team boards yet, our Maximum Impact Team board, then type a 0 into the chat. If you have the team board, it's working on your keyboard, type a 3 into the chat. Okay, good. So I see that some of you are, you have it and some of you don't. If you don't have it, let me just tell you, it will be the best thing since sliced bread. That much I will tell you right now. I'm actually going to go and show it to you because it's really going to make a world of difference for you. And I want you to, okay, good. All right. I think my screen sharing is paused, so let me keep going. Okay. So if you can still, oh no, I have to resume my sharing. Let's try it. Okay, I always seem to mess up on this. Let me just share my screen again. Hold on. I want to get it for you. Okay, great. So now you should be able to see my screen. You should be able to see the board, Maximum Impact Team board. So when you download the Maximum Impact Team board, and by the way, if you don't have it yet, one of the ways that you can get it is you can go to the Maximum Impact website, the MaximumImpactCommunity.com website, or the Maximum Impact app, and you can just go to how to build your business in that section, and underneath that you can get the board, how to join the team board. But if you don't have it yet, I would highly encourage that you get it, okay? Because it is going to make your life a whole lot easier. It is going to give you everything you could possibly need at your fingertips. So everything we have is right here. So for example, you want to send first information to someone, you're going to ask them, would they prefer an app or a website? If they say they want both, for example, here's the first information message. As you click on it on your keyboard, it will automatically populate your message to your person, and you just press send and it's there. If you want to edit it, you can edit it. Okay. If you want, for example, let's say someone says, oh, I'm really interested in Switch. I want to know more about it. You go to product info, you go to Meta Switch, and you will see a whole bunch of things right here. Okay. You'll see the Switch description that explains Switch. You see some write-ups on Switch. You see a link to Switch on our max.com website. You see the video. You see a whole bunch of resources. If, for example, you want to see how to use Max products, it's right here. So let's say someone is just getting Cellgevity for the first time. You want to send them a message. Here we are, right? Cellgevity, how to use it. If they're using Cellgevity and ATP together, Cellgevity and ATP, how to use them. If they're using all of the products, then everything can be right there. So everything that you need is right here. If, for example, you're talking to someone and you're looking for a testimony. Now, we don't encourage you to be using testimonies to build your business exclusively. And if you ever do use a testimony, you have to make sure you're extremely compliant. All right. Do not ever promise anyone you're treating or curing, and do not use testimonies that don't have the disclaimer on them. Make sure that what you're using is approved. Just be very cautious and do not rely on testimonies to build your business, because it is going to slow you down a whole lot. All we ever say is commit for 90 days, try and see. Now, that said, under tools, if you go to testimonies, you can see, for example, in Cellgevity testimonies, you're looking for maybe diabetes, right? There's a testimony on diabetes. There's a video testimony on diabetes. You're looking for stroke. There's testimonies on stroke. You're looking for whatever you're looking for. Sickle cell, goiter, kidney. There's a lot of materials here. Even the assignments that we're working with on a day-to-day basis. For example, I did another one. I added 2 assignments today. I'm adding assignments all the time. This one is watch the retail selling that was there. We're actually going to be editing it, and it's going to become shorter, the retail selling training that we had last week. And then there's another one that I added today, which is brainstorm 50 ways to raise money. That's another assignment for people that need to raise money. So everything is here. If you keep exploring it, you can do it. Now, if you're in your boards app, this is actually on my desktop, but once you download the app, once you join the board, it'll ask you to download the app. If you download the app and you want to create your own board, for example, I have my own board because let's say I'm going to my own board. I'm here in Tanzania and I, for example, I just called, it didn't reach you, please call me back. Here's my local line. You can join our WhatsApp chat group. Okay, so all I have to do is click on my board, click, pop, and it's gone. I can add their name. So it's very, very simple. This is my own personal board. But if I wanted to, for example, let's say I wanted to copy product info. So I'm going to select keys, copy any of the folders I want, product info. And I'm going to go here to copy. If you're in your app, it'll be on the bottom of your screen. Copy. I'm going to go to my board, my personal board that I've created, and I'm going to paste it here, and here it is. Now, I don't actually want this here, so I'm going to delete it, and it will be gone. Okay, so as soon as I add something to our team board, if you've joined the team board and you have it on your keyboard on your phone, then it will be there instantly for you. So if I add a new assignment, if I add a new testimony, if I edit something, like for example, we've just made the app a little bit easier to navigate because what we've done with Marcel's amazing, wonderful help is we have made the learn more. I want to learn more. We've made that product and business overview. So if you want to send someone directly to product and business overview, you can do that. Okay, so that's the team board. So I highly, highly recommend that you go ahead and you join it and you start using it, exploring it. You can create your own if you want and add your own messages that is only for you. All right, but this is the team board. Now keep those 3 tools in mind because they are going to make everything in your life completely and utterly easy and simple. And here's how we go. Now, to build your business, I strongly recommend that you have a daily method of operation, that no matter what is happening in your day, in your week, that you have a daily method of operation that is your bare minimum of business building every single day. Okay, we recommend the 5x5 DMO, which is the daily method of operation, 5x5 DMO. Now, what does this 5x5 DMO look like? And of course, everyone has a different amount of time to build their business with. Some people have an hour a day. Some people have 8 hours a day. Some people have, 30 minutes a day, 2 hours a day. Whatever time you're committing, make sure that you are using it to do productive activities. And so making sure that you've committed to a daily method of operation, which is the bare minimum you will complete in your business every single day. If you have 8 hours, you can do a lot more, but this is the bare minimum. Even if you have a busy day, maybe you can't get as much done in a day, do this as a bare minimum every single day, 6 days a week, and you will find your business will start to grow. So what does the 5x5 DMO look like? Well, it's finding 5 new people every single day. Okay, either looking on your phone, identifying 5 people that you haven't talked to maybe in years, looking on your social media, finding 5 new people that you want to build a relationship with, but identifying 5 new prospects every day. The next one is starting 5 new conversations. Okay, so starting a conversation is simply, oh, hi, Kuntu, it's been a long time. I saw you in my contacts, or, I saw we're friends on Facebook, but I know we've never really talked before. How are you doing? How's everything going? Okay, so it's just starting a conversation. That's all. So starting 5 new conversations. It could be, for example, I got into an elevator here at the hotel the other day and I met someone, we were in the same elevator, and I said, oh, what are you doing here at the hotel? Are you lodging here? Are you attending a meeting? Oh, I'm attending a meeting. Oh, fantastic. What kind of a meeting is it? Oh, I'm here from Uganda. We're here for an East Africa conference. I said, oh, wow, that's amazing. And I just started a conversation. I said, what do you do in Uganda? Do you have your own business? Do you work for someone? He said, oh, I work for someone. And I said, oh, do you do any business of your own? Well, yes, actually, I do. I said, wow, really? You know what? Our company's expanding into East Africa, and we're looking for people who are business minded, who would love to be, making impact and earning great income. We should exchange numbers. So we exchanged numbers. I sent him information, and that's just starting a conversation in an elevator. You can do it anywhere you go. You can start new conversations, but a conversation can be as simple as, hi, it's been a long time. I just thought I'd check on you. How are you doing? Let me know how you are when you have time. And guess what, by the way? Guess what? In boards, guess what we have? We have warm-up messages, all kinds of them. So let's say it's a Facebook friend, oh, I saw you in my Facebook friends. I realized we haven't really chatted before. I've been going through your posts. They're great. Make sure, by the way, you do go through their posts. Okay. Don't do something that's inauthentic. Okay. But there's warm-up messages right here, examples that you can just click on, either send them as they are or edit them, customize them so it feels like you, sounds like you, maybe add your name at the bottom. And that's what you can do. You can copy these, put them on your own board so it's from you, and then you just off and running. There you are. All right, now, so 5 new prospects, 5 new conversations, 5 new tools. That means you have 5 people looking at a tool. Okay, a tool is anything other than you talking. A tool is a video. A tool is our website. A tool is the app. A tool is someone trying the product. A tool is coming to an online or a live seminar or event. A tool is anything other than you talking. Okay, so you want 5 people to be looking at a tool. By the way, each of these 5, 5, 5 are all different. Okay, they're all different people. So I could have counted my new friend from Uganda in the elevator as 5, as number 1, someone knew that I wanted to prospect. Number 2, I started a conversation. Number 3, I shared a tool. And the next day I had a follow-up. So that does count the next day because it's a new day. It's one of my follow-ups. So, but I can only count him in one of those segments so that you get used to 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5 by 5. So someone looking at a tool, it could be a second tool, a third exposure, anything that is having them look at more information. New follow-ups. A follow-up could just be continuing the conversation from yesterday, right? Maybe yesterday you sent out 20 warm-up messages. Today, people are responding and you're like, oh, great to hear from you. Wow, how are you doing? Okay, that's a follow-up. It could be following up on a particular tool. Anything that is continuing a conversation is a follow-up. And then the last one I love, it's collecting 5 new decisions. Now, collecting a decision is sometimes really hard. What I find can happen is you just continue to have conversation. They stay on your list forever. What I'm going to teach you today is how to move them off your list. I love getting a no, because if they're a no, it means I can remove them from my list and make room for people that I want to be following up with, right? And of course, I'm going to ask them for referrals as well. That's great. Thank you so much. I appreciate your consideration. Do you know anyone this might be a better fit for? So 5 decisions, yes or no. Any decision is a good decision. No decision is actually a decision, which is, I'm not moving, I'm not doing it. That's a decision. So really try and get your potential business partners to make a decision either way. It's yes or no. It's not no decision. That is a decision in itself. Okay. So those are a 5 by 5 DMO. And if you think that you could take on that 5 by 5 DMO, I want you to put a number 5 in the chat. Okay. If you think that you could put a 5 by 5 DMO, if you could take that on. Oh, shoot, Dr. Uzo. Oh, Dr. Uzo, I am recording the meeting. It's recording. Thank you. Sorry, I saw your message, but it is recording. I can see it's recording. So that's great. Yeah, so if you think you could do a 5 by 5, amazing, 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 then just put it into the chat. This is something that really everybody can be doing as long as they just make it a priority. It can be done. It doesn't have to take a lot of time. If you're having phone conversations, it might take a little longer, but you can move people forward in that 5x5 in even 30 minutes a day, right? Okay, beautiful. So good for you. Awesome. So let's continue. So how do you build your business? Okay, this is for new people and it's for people who have been in the business for a while, because sometimes we have to get back to basics. We have to work on our business as if we're starting all over again. To be very frank with you, that's what I'm doing right now. I am starting over again. I am building a new team. I am building a new organization. I am rebuilding what I have built before, and I will do it again. And all of us need to be in rebuilding mode, because business in general is about building and rebuilding, building and rebuilding. Okay. So you want to get a fresh notebook for your business, right? And start making sure that you have that list of everybody that you know in your notebook. All right. Anyone who's not in your business yet, write them down. Anyone who's in social media, and use your social media to attract prospects. Okay. Figure out and build relationships as well. Figure out who you are supposed to be. Who are people supposed to see when they see you on social media? They should know what kind of a person you are when they see you. Okay, they should know what you stand for. They should know what you're about. All right, they should know whatever you want them to know about you, but be deliberate about your social media so that you can start to attract people. Now, I am not the best at social media, but I'm getting better every day. And I'm starting to create posts that, tell people I'm a business builder. I'm building my business in Africa. I'm looking for African professionals who want to earn, who want to make impact. I'm telling people that's what I do. I'm giving business tips. I'm trying to do more of it. So think about, what do you want to be known for? Are you a family person? Are you is faith very important to you? Is, eating great food and traveling important to you? Whatever it is that's important to you and the people you want to attract, start making sure that you stand for something, you're known for something when people see you on your chats, right? Positive messaging, mindset, whatever it might be. And then you can also watch How to Build Your Business on the app or on our website. Okay, there's a whole training on how to build your business. The Alberts have done some amazing videos that are helping us all. There's a lot of great content there. So you start with that. Now, this is our system, okay? This is what you want to be using. This is our system for building the business. It's very simple. Invite, plug in, follow up, and close. You see it right here on How to Build Your Business. These are the steps under How to Build Your Business in the app or on the website. Invite, plug in, follow up, and close. Now, to invite, of course, you have to have a list of people that you're going to talk to. Okay, the list comes first, but then you're inviting them to a tool. You're inviting them to a tool. Remember, a tool is anything other than you talking. Okay, you're plugging them in to our system. You're plugging them in to a tool. That's what you're doing. You're not talking all about glutathione and ribosine and Celgevity unless you are pointing to a tool. If you're sitting down talking to them one-on-one with a one-on-one presentation, that's a tool, right? If you're inviting them to a Zoom and doing the PowerPoint, that's a tool. So you're plugging them into a tool, plugging them into our system, you're doing follow-up, and then you're closing. So let's take a look and see how that looks. All right, inviting. So the first thing you're doing is you are going to be doing warm-up messages and phone calls or in person. So anyone you haven't talked to in a while, and if you've been in the business for a long time and you feel you've talked to everyone on your list, right? And you've gone through them all. Well, it doesn't hurt to check in with them again to see how they're doing, see what's going on with them, start a warm-up conversation, because even if they are not interested in joining you in Max, it might be that in the conversation, as you build the warm-up relationship again, how is everything going? How's the family? I hope everyone is healthy. Is everyone okay? What are your plans for the year? Are you expecting it to be a great one? Are you planning anything new, anything exciting for the year? Have that kind of a conversation, even in chat, okay? And then you can eventually move them to in-person. Now, if they've looked at your business many times, then maybe what you want to do in your in-person call, or possibly in chat, an in-person call is always going to be better. But maybe what you're going to want to do in an in-person call is you're going to say, you know what, I know you've said you're not interested in a business opportunity, which is perfectly fine. Our business is not for everyone, but let me tell you, I'm really excited about the year ahead, and I know that I am going to do something very explosive this year, and I'm looking for people who would really want to actually build an income and make a great impact. We've got a lot of new things happening in our business. I know this business was never for you, but is there someone you could refer me to that might be a good fit, someone I could talk to and see if they might be interested? Okay, so you can ask for a referral. But generally what you want to do when you're inviting is you want to warm up the relationship if you haven't talked to them in a while. And then at some point you want to say, listen, there's something new that I'm working on. Can I give you a call? When would be a good time to speak for a few minutes live? Then have the phone call with them. When you're having the phone call, you're going to be building relationships, okay? You're going to be asking them about them. How are they? How's the family? Is everyone okay? Is everyone in good health? And okay, let's just keep ourselves on mute. I'm going to mute everyone. Okay, great. If you need to share anything, you can always raise your hand or put a comment in. Beautiful. Great. So ask them about themselves, ask them about what's happening for them. Is everyone healthy in the family? And then ask about their plans for the year, their vision, their goals, and then share your own story. Okay, very briefly. You should all know how to create your story. If not, look at how to build your business. There is creating your story right there in that curriculum. Okay, so you share your own story. It could be something like this. You know what? I have been struggling for long enough. I know that things can be a little bit tough in our country, but I'm tired of living with financial stress. And I've decided that this is my year I'm breaking free. I don't want to have to worry about the bills. I don't want to worry about the children's school fees. And I am going all out to build an incredible business, a global business. I'm excited by it. I'm learning a lot of new skills. We are growing as a team. And I think that maybe this is something you should take another look at, because maybe this is the right time for you to get involved. If I send you a link that gives you an introduction to what we're doing, would you look at it? And then we can talk again, right? And then when they say yes, you're going to ask them, great, I'm going to send you a link to something that explains what we're doing. It will just take about 15 minutes to review, 3 short videos. Would you prefer an app to look at on your phone, or a website, or both? And depending on what they say, that's what you send them. Now, the question you must always, 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 always ask is, if I, would you? If I, would you? You must ask those questions, because you don't ever want to give someone a gift without asking them if they would receive it. So what you have to offer them is a gift. When you send them a link, when you send them our app, you are giving them a gift. You are giving them a gift of your time to send the information. You're giving them a gift of your data to send the information. And you're giving them the gift of having them be in your headspace, right? So rather than just spamming them by sending them stuff they didn't ask for, then what you need to do is ask them, if I send you a link, would you look at it? You're going to use that if I, would you conversation in everything that you do. If I invited you to a presentation, would you come? If I gave you this product sample to try, would you try it? If I sent you a link that would explain a bit more about what we're doing, would you watch it? Right? If I invited you to come and meet me so that I can walk you through everything in person, would you come? Right? It's like that. If I, would you? Now, one thing that some people make the mistake of when they start in the business, and you want to make sure that you're not doing this, and also you are not allowing your people to do this, because some people come in And one of the first things they do is they send everybody in their phone contact, everyone in their messenger contact, they send them a picture of Cellgevity and a write-up. And they say, wow, you should try this. Has anyone ever done that? If you've done that, put a me into the chat. If you've done that, put a me into the chat. I will tell you something. When I started in this business, that's exactly what I did. I didn't know any better, but I didn't send people a picture of Cellgevity. What I did was I sent everyone in my email list. I send them, wow, I've started a new business. Here, check out my website, right? It was the wrong thing to do. It's the wrong thing to do because you've really blown it, okay? Most of us have done it. So you really want to make sure that you teach your new people not to do that, okay? That's why we're doing this training. So all business is conversation. You need to get into conversation with people. You need to get into relationship with people. Okay, you are not simply sending out a message to everyone that you know saying, here's my business, here's my product, buy me, try me. You're not doing it. And let me tell you something, okay? I want you to picture you. When you get a video from someone who you don't know on WhatsApp with no explanation, and you get a video message and there's no write-up, there's no why you should watch it, there's no introduction of who they are, there's nothing. How do you feel about that message? Are you happy, or do you think, what the heck, who's this person? What's this spam all about, right? You probably think it's spammy. And for me, I don't like it, right? It's spam. Do not be the person that is being the spammer. It's not good, right? So teach your people, because listen, a lot of us did that when we started. And even though a lot of us would know better now, remember, our new people don't know better at all. They think this is the way to do it, okay? So make sure you guide your people by the hand and make sure they're not doing it. Now, when you're plugging them in, what are you inviting them to? Okay, for me, I am plugging them in to the Learn More first 3 videos on the app or the website. And here's what I say to them, okay? Or you can plug them into a presentation, either the online presentation or a live presentation. So here's what I say to them. If I sent you something that would give you an introduction to what we're doing, would you watch it? So if I sent you something that would give you an introduction to what we're doing, would you watch it? It will take you less than 15 minutes. They'll, of course, say yes. Then I will always ask them, good, do you prefer an app so you can watch something on your phone, or do you prefer a website? They'll tell me. Then I will send them the app or the website or both. The messages are already pre-formulated in the boards. And I will let them know, I didn't put this in the training, but I like to book a meeting from a meeting. Bam, fam, book a meeting from a meeting. So I will say to them, there are 3 videos to watch. The first 3 videos, they will take you less than 15 minutes to review. How soon do you think you can review them? When do you think you can make time? I will always ask that. They'll say, oh, I can do it right now. Oh, I can do it tonight. So you always tell them how long it will take them, right? Whatever you're giving them to watch. And then ask them how soon they'd be able to watch it. Now, as you're going into the conversation, you need to know your calendar. You need to know when you have time blocked for phone calls and follow-ups, okay? And let them know if they say, oh, I can watch it tonight, I can watch it tomorrow. You know your calendar, so you're going to say, okay, great. So if I called you Thursday night after 7, would you have seen it already for sure? Right? So you know your calendar, you set your time based on your calendar and based on when they say they would have seen the information. And then you do your follow-up. What do you do in the follow-up? Okay, this is the question, the 2 questions you're going to use every day, every way, every minute. What did you like best? And if I would you? Those are the 2 questions you're going to use. What did you like best? And if I would you? So what did you like best is going to sound like this. Oh, did you have a chance to watch the videos we talked about? Great. So what did you like best about what you saw? Great. So what did you find most interesting? What did you like the most about what you saw? Okay, so always what did you like best? And then you can ask them, would you like to learn more about the products or the business or both? If they say yes, then you can invite them to a presentation. Great, we're having a special presentation on Thursday night at 8 p.m. Would you, if I invited you, would you come? Right? If I sent you the link to join, would you join it? Okay. Or you can have them watch the next 2 videos in the website or the app. 20 minutes, very short. And that is the product and business overview in a video. And then you can go ahead and again book the meeting from the meeting. You can also introduce your potential customer or business partner to your team leader for third-party credibility and to answer their questions. Now, as you are ready to close, it could be after the first information, it could be after the second information, it could be after they've come to a presentation. You can use this all the time. Okay, this is a 6-question close. I tend to use it after they've seen the first information. It can be a little bit trickier to use it after they've seen the first information because usually they don't have enough information yet, but I use it and it's helpful and it works. The only thing is sometimes you may have to prompt your prospective business partner along a little bit because they may not fully understand everything. So once you ask them, did you have a chance to watch, the videos we talked about? Oh, great, great. So what did you like best about what you saw? They'll tell you. This is a really important question, by the way, because it's going to tell you what is attracting them, right? What they're most interested in. Sometimes they might say, wow, the science looks really good. I could tell that this is really something that would be useful for people. Oh my gosh, yes, you're right. It really is. The science is just incredible. And when you see how these products work, you can really expound on that. Or they might say, oh, the community looks so amazing. It looks like just such a happy place to be. I loved how people were so happy about their personal development. And then you can say, yes, it's really a great, great community to be part of. I love it. I get a lot of value from just being part of the group. So what did you like best will tell you where their mindset is at. Are they really attracted to the product? Are they really attracted to money? Are they really attracted to the community, to the personal development? So you want to ask that. Then the next question of the 6-question close is great. So you love the science. That's fantastic. Now, I will often say, especially if they've only seen the first 3 videos, I will often say this. I will say, I know you have questions, you still haven't seen everything, but just as of what you've seen right now, on a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 is really interested in the business and 1 is not at all interested, where do you put yourself right now? Sometimes you have to ask a time or 2. They'll put themselves somewhere, 5, 7, 10, okay? Yesterday, I got a 1 and I was happy. I said, okay, great. And as we explored further, then what I learned is he's a 1 because he actually has a great network of contacts already, and he wants to be recommending the products. He was really excited by the science, but for him, he has to wait until the products are registered properly. So as we got talking, as we started talking about his vision, as we started talking about the potential of what we could be doing together, it turns out he also has a similar network he's setting up in Kenya, which of course the products are registered there. So now we've decided we can start in Kenya. And then when things are registered in eventually, in Tanzania or Uganda, and as he builds his network there, we can do something there. So nothing is ever a bad answer, okay? Remember, all business is conversation. And as you get better at relating to people, at having conversation, at asking questions, at having the conversation flow, you will find all kinds of opportunity. So you ask this question, okay? Where do they see themselves? Then you can say, okay, great. Now I know, of course, you still have lots of questions. Don't worry, we'll answer all of those questions. But assuming that you were going to start a part-time business with us, how much would you want to be making on a monthly basis, let's say in US dollars, to make it worth your time, to make it worth your effort? So you want to get a sense from them. So ask that question. Again, you may have to ask them a time or 2. And then you want to ask them, so how many hours per day or per week could you put into building a part-time business that would generate whatever the income is they told you? Okay, if they say, I'd want to be earning $500 in a month. I'd want to be earning $200 in a month. I'd want to be earning $1,000 in a month. Fantastic. So how many hours per day or per week could you put into building your part-time business that will eventually bring you $500 or more per month? Okay, if that's the figure they gave you, 500. Then they'll tell you, okay, I could put 3 to 4 hours a day. You say, okay, good. So that would be, let's say 15 to 20 hours in a week. Does that sound about right? Fantastic, good. Now, how long would you be prepared to commit to building your business to get it to that level where it's going to be generating $500 or more in a month? And see how many months they're prepared to commit. Okay, oftentimes we revert back to they're prepared to commit as long as it takes, as long as they are seeing progress along the way. Okay, so that's something that can be a default answer here. And then the last question is, so now you found out how much they would need to be making to make it worth their while. You found out how many hours per day or per week could you put into building your business to generate that income, and how long are you prepared to commit? And then the last question is, if I could show you how to build an income, by the way, you're just now reiterating their answers to them. If I could show you how to build an income of $500 a month, working 15 to 20 hours per week, and getting to that income level within a reasonable time frame, as long as you're seeing progress along the way, would you be ready to get started? And here we are with the if I, would you question again. And the answer is almost always going to be yes. Okay, now, by the way, here's another tip, because I know we have a lot of people who are already in our business on this call. You've been in the business for some time. This is something that I do with associates as well. Okay, associates who have been in the business, and we're talking, I ask them these questions. When they give me the answers, I'm going to follow through exactly as they are, as they would be a prospect. So we're going to talk about that. Most times the answer is yes. But remember, if they've only seen the first 3 videos, they still don't have a lot of understanding of the business. And in their minds, they're thinking, well, yes, I'd be prepared to get started, but I don't even understand it. They're probably getting anxious inside them, okay? So here's what you want to do next. Good. Perfect. I know you have a lot of questions. Don't worry. I'm going to answer all of them. Okay, so ease their fears, ease their anxieties. That of course they have questions. It's normal. And yes, all of their questions will be answered. Don't worry about that. They'll all be answered. But first, let me explain how we're going to work together. So you've just taken them through the 6-step close. They've said, yes, I'd be ready to get started. And then you tell them, okay, great. I know you have questions still. Don't worry, I'm going to answer all those questions. But first, let me share with you how we would work together. Now, we have a lot of tools, training, and a lot of support to help you be successful in your business. But I will work with you personally to guide you every step of the way, as long as you're willing, coachable, and hungry for success. Now, I think you have those qualities. Do you agree? Ask them that. See if they say they have those qualities. And naturally, they're going to say yes. Then you can say, wow, fantastic, excellent. Well, here's how I know that you're willing, coachable, and hungry for success. As we're working together, I'm going to be giving you assignments. The assignments are things that will help you learn, help you grow, and help you get into action to achieve your goals. And as you complete the assignments, you're going to come back to me, let me know you're done, and ask about what's next. Now, if you have questions, you don't understand something, you're having challenges, or if you need more time, it's no problem at all. You just let me know. But if I don't hear from you, we keep discussing assignments, you keep saying, yes, absolutely, I'll do them, and you never come back to me with any feedback, you don't do your assignments, well, I'm going to have to assume that maybe you're not quite ready to build the business, which is fine because it's your business. And that really what I should do is let you enjoy the tools, the team trainings, but I shouldn't be spending my personal time with you. Does that make sense to you? And of course, they're going to say, yes, it makes sense. It makes sense. And so now what you have is you have your energy and your attention focused on people that are willing, coachable, and hungry. You know, if they're doing assignments, if they're showing eagerness, if they're moving forward, then you know there's someone that you should work with, that you know that you should be spending your personal time. And remember, all of the assignments are already in the boards. Okay, they're all there. You're going to gauge the assignments based on your feeling for the person, what you think they need as a next step. Okay, there are some basic assignments, but they're all there. And as you learn and as you grow, you're also going to learn what to give people as an assignment. If you're being coached by someone, mentored by someone who is above you, then you can also look and see what they're doing with you, right? Or ask them for guidance if you need it. So this also is a great thing to do with associates who are in your team who maybe have lapsed off, or, you know, maybe haven't done too much yet, because they're actually, when they see our tools, when they understand how to use the boards, when they understand the process, it's going to make it so easy for them. It's going to make it so easy for them. It really, really helps you to know that someone is serious about wanting to move forward. You have to keep looking for people. Now, if someone doesn't do the assignment, okay, give them some leeway, because it might be the assignment you've given them is too hard. Okay, maybe they said they're ready, they said they're raring to go. Maybe you've given them an assignment, and for them, that assignment on a scale of difficulty from 1 to 10, for them, that assignment might be a 10. See what they can do with a 7 scale of difficulty, or a 5 scale of difficulty, or a 2 scale of difficulty. An assignment can be as simple as, you know, download the app. Once you've done it and you've registered, come back. Okay, an assignment can be as simple as join the team board, add it to your keyboard. Once you've done it, come back. An assignment can be as simple as watch the 5 videos on Learn More. Okay, it will take you less than 40 minutes. Remember, by then, they've told you how much time they have to put into the business every day, right? They've told you, I have 30 minutes a day, I have 3 hours a day, I have 4 hours a day. If they're telling you they have 3 hours a day and they've told you what income they want to make, then if you give them an assignment that should take 30 minutes, like go and watch the first 3 videos on Learn More, so that you want them to get familiar with what we have, then that assignment should be able to be done within 24 hours, because they've said they have 3 hours to commit every day. So you get their agreement that they can do it within 24 hours and that they are to come back to you once it's complete, and you'll discuss the next assignment. Now, when they come back to you, you want to ask them, what did you like best? Right? You're going to ask them that. You're going to ask them, what did you learn? What do you want to apply, okay, to your business based on what you've learned? And you'll be interested and surprised at what people will come back with. And then the other thing I would say is just think bigger. Okay, think bigger, faster. All right, you can do more. There's so many people on social media. You can do more. You can go outside of your country. You don't have to stay stuck in your own little corner of the world. You can do more. You can create more. You can achieve. All right, you can do it. It's there for you. And remember, if your business is slow right now, your business at one time would have been better than it is today. It's fine. If you did it before, you can do it again. What did you do before to get your business to where it was when you were paid your very best at max? What did you do? Are you doing those same things now? I don't think so, right? I don't think so. You need to get into the field. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm getting into the field. I'm working with people. I'm training people. I'm meeting with people one by one, doing one-on-ones, doing presentations, right? You can give yourself a challenge to do a presentation every single day. So go bigger, think bigger, achieve bigger. And I am very excited. I cannot wait to celebrate you at the top.